Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the Smackdown Live review for August 30th, 2016. Today, we had Dolph Ziggler opening up the show with The Miz, the man who snapped on Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack last week, where he said that Daniel Bryan should just quit and go wrestle in the bingo halls if he loves wrestling that much. Dolph says that Miz is only famous because of Dolph, and that Dolph has, the Miz has everything to prove still. Dolph challenges Miz to a fight, no refs, no titles, no nothing, just a fight to prove that Miz is not a coward. Miz walks away. The crowd starts chanting coward. Dolph says that Daniel was right, and you are nothing but a coward. Miz charges back down the ramp. He tries to get back in the ring, but Maurice stops him. And end of segment. And apparently, I just got an update right before I started to record this. Dolph Ziggler will fight The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship at Backlash. I don't know if they're going to give Dolph the championship. I doubt it. I like what they're doing with The Miz. I do. I don't know if this is going to work its way into a future world championship shot, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Round 1, part 2 of the tag team tournament took place today. We had the Hype Bros versus the Vaudevillains. The Hype Bros won, and they move on to fight the winner of the match later on today. The American Alpha versus next week on SmackDown will be American Alpha versus the Usos for the semifinals to see who goes on to Backlash, and then the Hype Bros and whoever won out of the match later on today. We'll go over that later. But the Hype Bros won. They move on. Vaudevillains. The Vaudevillains went from decapitating Enzo to fighting New Day for the championship to glorified jobbers. They're doing nothing at the moment, and it looks like that's what they're going to be for a while, especially after Simon Gotch got beat up by Sin Cara. AJ comes out to talk about how he's going to beat up Dean Ambrose. Apollo Crews comes out and says that him and Daniel Bryan had a talk backstage, and he's got a match with AJ Styles. AJ wins that match with a phenomenal forearm. There was a backstage segment. I had to go do something, so I fast-forwarded through that segment on accident, so I didn't get to see what the segment was about. But that's what set up the match. But AJ won with a phenomenal forearm. Bray comes down to talk about Randy Orton. He says that SummerSlam was interesting because it revealed all of Randy Orton's flaws. It proved that he was just a man who bleeds, a man who does not live, a man who can die. And the voices in Randy's head should be telling him to run. Randy Orton comes down and says that he's not scared of Bray. And the voices should be telling him, who the hell does Bray think he is? Bray says that Randy is no longer the Predator. Bray is the Predator. Bray says that at Backlash, he's going to cut the serpent's head off and hang it on his mantelpiece like the prize he is. Randy asks him if he knows anything about the scars he got from when Cactus Jack dropped him on the thumbtacks, or when he went one-on-one with The Undertaker at Hell in a Cell. And he accepts Bray's challenge for Backlash and says, we don't have to fight then, though. We can fight right now. He gets in the ring. The little Wyatt static thing goes off, and Wyatt is no longer in the ring. End of segment. Alexa Bliss and Natalya versus Naomi and Becky Lynch. Now, all 6 women in the 6-pack challenge for the women's championship match at Backlash were involved in this match. Nikki was on commentary, and the end of the match involved Carmella attacking Nikki again. Nikki was on commentary. Carmella came from the crowd, attacked Nikki. Becky got distracted, and Alexa rolled up Becky for the win. It was a fairly good match, fairly decent. They gave him quite a bit of time. But at Backlash, it'll be Alexa Bliss versus Natalya versus Naomi versus Becky Lynch versus Carmella versus Nikki Bella for the first SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch better win that title, or else they fucked up. Daniel Bryan knows what the hell he's doing. I hope. Give it to Becky Lynch. Damn it. Okay. Heath Slater and Rhino versus the returning Headbangers. The Headbangers have not been in WWE for 16 years, and they were recently signed to SmackDown. Heath, okay, we know on Raw, Cesaro has the Cesaro section. Heath has his own signs in the crowd called Heath's Kids, and that is fucking great. I love that, especially because on when Heath was first petitioning, he's like, I got 2 kids, I got 6 kids, I got to feed them, I got 7 kids, I got all these kids I got to feed. I love that they're playing like the section, the Heath Kids section. So I looked away for a second during this match, and as soon as I looked back, Rhino was cut open, like his whole, like right next to his eye was covered in blood. Heath got knocked on his ass. Rhino went in the ring, dragged Heath over to the corner, tagged himself in, hit one of the Headbangers with the gore. 1, 2, 3. Heath Slater and Rhino will go on to face the Hype Bros next week on SmackDown to go to the semifinals. To go to the finals at Backlash. So it's going to be American Alpha versus Heath Slater and Rhino, and that's amazing. And plus, Heath Slater and Rhino, if Heath Slater and Rhino win that match, Heath gets a contract on SmackDown. Now I can see them going the whole, Heath, you made it to the finals. You made it to the championship match. You didn't win, but you made it. And that's good enough. You proved that you're something. You get a contract. I can see them doing that and give the championship to American Alpha. But how fucking pumped. How big of a pop would the crowd give if Heath Slater and Rhino won the tag team champ? I would explode. I would be so happy if Heath Slater. I mean, I want American Alpha to win. I think they deserve it. I think they're great. I do. But Heath Slater and Rhino would be great tag team. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see what. I want that to happen. I really do. The crowd would fucking explode. They would. But if you do that, you gotta make American Alpha look strong doing that, though. You have to. You can't just job them out to Heath Slater and Rhino. You can't do that. You gotta make them look strong. But Heath Slater and Rhino, I'm calling it right now. Heath Slater and Rhino versus American Alpha at Backlash. If they, for some reason, put the Usos over, and it's Usos in the finals at Backlash, Usos will not win the championship. I do not want the Usos to win. I mean, if it's between the Hype Bros and the Usos, I'll be a little okay with the Usos winning, because I'm not too high. I don't know about Mojo Rawley. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with Zack Ryder. I fucking love Zack Ryder. But I don't know about Mojo Rawley, you know. I don't know much about him. I don't really watch NXT. I watch the takeovers and I watch some episodes, but like I don't know much about Mojo Rawley besides that he was in a tag team with Zack Ryder. Anyway, the main event, Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin for the first time in the WWE, with AJ Styles, the #1 contender, on commentary. Baron Corbin was beating Dean outside the ring, and he wasn't doing a good job, apparently. AJ gets in Baron's face and says, "Do it better." Baron says, "No one tells me what to do." Dean hits Baron from behind. They get back in the ring. AJ gets on the apron. Dean knocks him off. and Dean goes for his wicked clothesline, and AJ kicks Baron in the head on accident. It was probably not an accident. AJ kicks Baron in the head. Dean gets disqualified. Dean attacks AJ, hits Dirty Deeds to Baron Corbin. AJ goes for the phenomenal forearm. Dean knocks the ropes. Oh no, it makes AJ lose his balance. He nuts himself on the top rope. And that's how the show ends. I want AJ to win the championship. I love Dean Ambrose. I do. He's from Ohio. I'm from Ohio. I say that all the time. I want AJ to win the championship. Think of it this way. By the end of Backlash, we will have, if they play this right, by the end of Backlash, we will have Shinsuke Nakamura as NXT champion, Kevin Owens as Universal champion, and AJ Styles as the WWE World Champion. Think about that. In 2 weeks, all of that could be true. Half of that, well, 2/3 of that is true now. That would be wonderful. Freaking beautiful. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I don't have the face cam stuff ready. I don't have much to do after school tomorrow. Well, today, when this video goes up. So I'm going to figure out the face cam thing, and yeah, we will see. I know I'll be able to put a face cam up for like gameplay videos, so like if I do, I am going to buy capture cards so I can go back to doing Xbox videos. But say I want to do, say I do like a computer game, I'll be able to do the face cam on there. I should be able to do face cam on there. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Camp Counter Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.